Hi everybody, I have a review of Suicide Squad for you today. I literally just finished watching it. I was at the cinema watching it. The only thing I've done between then and now is eat my dinner. And it's now like 9:45. It's really late. But here we go. I've got to try and do this, edit and upload it all tonight. Okay, let's go. This film obviously hasn't had the best reviews. In fact, 26% on Rotten Tomatoes when I looked it up earlier. That's insanely low. So I wasn't going in expecting much, to be honest. The reason I went to go and see it and not the plethora of other films that I want to see is simply because my dad really wanted to see it, and I've not yet gone to the cinema by myself. I will end up doing so in the coming months, but I just thought if there's something that he wants to see as well, let's go do that. So it was either that or Jason Bourne, and basically our local cinema doesn't have Jason Bourne. We would have to have gone on a ferry. So instead we went to see Suicide Squad, and actually I really enjoyed it. I feel like I should preface this review with the fact that I have seen a total of 3 superhero films. I know this isn't superhero, but it's set in the superhero world, including this one. I saw the 3rd Batman film, Dark Knight Rises, potentially, and I really enjoyed it. My friends dragged me along to the cinema. I was like, I don't know what's going on. I enjoyed it. I didn't have a clue what was happening, but it was good. And I saw Catwoman because I was doing a piece for my film studies A-level on women in action films, and then this. So I don't have much knowledge on what these films are supposed to be like, but I enjoyed it. Like, if you take the plot out and just forget about that, because there's loads of plot holes, it doesn't make any sense at all. It's just a bit like a sieve, is how my dad described it. Plot holes like a sieve. But if you take that part out, then the action sequences are really cool. All of the actors do a fantastic job. Well, most of the actors do a fantastic job. Like, some of them are okay, like Jai, he plays that one who is Australian. I don't remember his name, which just goes to show how memorable he is. He's just the kind of comedic bit of a dick one, basically. But Will Smith did a good job, basically being Will Smith and being ghetto and blowing shit up. Like, he did a good job of that, as he always does. Will Smith's great. We like Will Smith. He had a backstory. That was cool. He had his big moment. We'll come back to that because Harley Quinn and the Joker, amazeballs. So that's Jared, someone who plays the Joker. He did a fantastic job. I wish he'd been in it more because he makes you feel super uncomfortable, but you like really are into it. It's weird, but so great. And Margot Robbie, the only actor I seem to know the name of apart from Will Smith, did an amazing job as Harley Quinn. Oh my god, she's amazing. I just want to like talk to her. I want to have like a chat over a kebab with her. I feel like that would be amazing. She's great, you know? So yeah, I really enjoyed that. And then nobody in any of the reviews I've seen has mentioned El Diablo. He's great! I love El Diablo. He might have been my favourite character. I really enjoyed him. Yeah. Cara Delevingne she was in it, and she did some of this, and that was about it. I don't really like Cara Delevingne as an actor. You might be able to tell. Generally, I thought like the sequences were really interesting. When it got emotional, I thought it was best moments were when it was emotional, and you could tell that in rehearsals they had all got to know each other's deepest, darkest secrets. We all know this happened in rehearsal, and it really did come across in those emotional scenes. It's just a shame that it didn't come across in anything else because we didn't get a chance, because it was all about actions and guns and stuff. What I've learned is that I'm really not a gun movie kind of person. What are you shooting people for? Just chill out, just chill out. That is why I like Harley Quinn, because she has a gun, and it's a very fancy gun, but she also has a baseball bat, and that is cool. So there was this one scene that basically ended up in Will Smith doing a lot of shooting, and we were fighting these new villains, and it was just like, it was cool for a bit, and then it kept going and going and going and going and going. And then when you thought it must be coming to an end soon, it doubled in length. The point where you start wondering when it's going to finish is like the halfway point. It was too much. It was too much. The other thing that really just got my goat, because I was like, I'm not going to worry about plot. I'm just going to enjoy what I see, the sequences that I see. And I did, for the most part, as I said. But the one thing that really just got me, and I was like, was we went into slow-mo towards the end, and it was just stupid. Also, I feel like the introduction to all the characters is really cool, but also the longest introduction to anything ever in history, and I thought it was never going to end. It was like, are we seriously going to go through all of this with every character? Because I'm going to cry. But it does give me a good idea of who all the characters are before we meet them, blah blah blah, but I feel like that could have been peppered in, maybe not quite so like all at once. It was a bit much. Also, I feel like the army guy, who I do not even know if his name came up. It must have done, but I don't remember what it was. I don't know. But the army guy, like our head army dude, he was a dick. And then we suddenly got this backstory about why he's that way. We're just not suddenly, but we know his backstory, and it's like, oh, he's in love, and it doesn't help. He's still an idiot. He's really just. It is interesting having a load of baddies in a film. Baddies, fighting baddies, working with not particularly nice people to fight evil big baddies. Really interesting concept. So I liked the concept. I feel like it was very much not Deadshot's shot, if you follow my drift. Deadshot can hit every target. This film did not. The score, before I go, the score was good. I appreciated it. The sound effects, not so much. They were a little bit like, nobody eats chicken that loudly. Like that chicken moment, I was like, can you not with that is horrible. Ew. But everything else was okay. Like the music I enjoyed, the sound effects I didn't. General shot type, interesting. We had the classic over the head, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Bird's eye view shot of the city, very classic, blah blah blah. Had a little bit Batman in there, a little bit Batman. That was cute, referencing Superman, all good, all good. My main concern, and I'm gonna go, I promise, is why? Why is it that, okay, luckily Superman, he was great. Superman was great. He had our values. The next one won't. The next Superman will not have our values. Why not? How do you know? How do you know, lady? Why do we need to get all of these people around just in case the next Superman is a bit of a dick? And then, I've said this word so many times, I'm sorry. And then, oh look, all the force, the Suicide Squad, as they call themselves, happen to be around and ready to go when we need them to fight something else completely unexpected. Oh, why? Oh, why? I said I wouldn't focus on plot, but it just popped into my head and it annoyed me. Okay, I'm gonna go now. Thank you for watching. Let me know your thoughts on Suicide Squad. Let me know what films I should go and see in the cinema, because Finding Dory is top of my list, not gonna lie. Alright, thanks for watching.